Welcome back. We've spent the last couple of minutes speaking with one of the most vibrant voices in the House of Representatives, representing Dala Federal Constituency of Kano State, Honorable Aliyu Sani Madaki. And of course, he's still with us in the House. Thanks for staying with us, Honorable.
Thank you very much.
So let me ask you how effective you think the National Assembly has been in reducing the burden of Nigerians. How effective would you say the House of Representatives, particularly, how would you say it has been?
Well, I think we have been very effective in trying to see that there is law and order in the country, in trying to see that what the populace expect from the government in power get to them. We are the closest, the legislature are the closest to the people. I go to Kano almost every 2 weeks, and I don't go around with any security. I remember most members, House of Representatives, and even senators don't go around with bodyguards, with siren. So we get to hear from the people. It is that which we hear from the people that we bring here to the National Assembly, and those motions or bills are passed into law. And I must commend the current government, because I was in the National Assembly, in the 7th Assembly. Most of the bills and motions passed are never implemented. But this government has been able to sign so many bills in the little time it has come into power. Where I will urge the government to do more is in the area of physical infrastructure, in the issue of road networks. Incidentally, I am, like I said, from Kano. The road from here to Kano is not only bad, it's very unsafe. If you are traveling to Kano, you have to spend that night praying that you don't get kidnapped on the road. You don't have accident on the road because of the potholes. I'm giving this example of Kano because that is where I'm very familiar with. But I'm sure that is what applicable
in most areas,
across all the 6 geopolitical zones. So in the area of physical infrastructure, I think the government need to do much, much more.
You're a very vocal voice in the House of Representatives. You make your stance known on issues, unlike some House of Representative member who just, look through the process. What inspires this, this side of you?
Well, I told you I was working as a civil servant, and I was very comfortable as a civil servant, and I was doing my little business on the side when I ventured into politics. I came into politics with the main aim of seeing that things are done right. I felt some people are in politics for other reasons, which might not be in the interest of the people. I decided to come and work for the interest of the people I represent. And I'm somebody, if something is white, I'll call it white. If it is black, I'll call it black. And when I see someone calling something that is white black, it makes me angry. And incidentally, I will raise my voice and try to prevail on him or them that this is white, why are you calling it black? And I try to make my point, even if most don't agree with me. Well, let me say, it's not as if Ali Madaki doesn't want this or that, but I know what I want more, is to see that that which is in the interest of the Nigerian people is done. That is what I wanted more than any other thing that comes with being a member of House of Representatives.
Now, you were picked to chair the committee that will be investigating the reinstatement of Maina. Now, let me ask you how you felt, because there was a lot of outrage when Nigerians heard that Maina had been reinstated. Let me ask you how you felt when you were picked, to investigate such a delicate, issue.
Well, in my usual way, I see it as working for the interests of Nigerian people, and I believe in doing that which is right, which is just, and which is fair. And anybody who knows me know that any assignment given to me, I will do my utmost best to be fair to all and bring out the issues so that everybody can see them the way they are.
So now Nigerians are waiting. They are waiting.
Well, we are working. I cannot come here and tell you what we are doing or what we are not doing. But all I can assure Nigerians is that we will not, people will not be disappointed with all those who have watched what we did. That is why we in the House of Representatives, unlike our senior brothers in the Senate, we decide to beam everything live so that everybody will see that we in the House and the Speaker of the House of Representatives has nothing. We have nothing to hide.
Let me ask you, as a politician, how you've been able to affect the lives of your people in the constituency and in Kano State as a whole?
Well, Alhamdulillah, in my 6 years of the House of Representatives, I don't think I will be boasting if I say in those 6 years, I don't know if there is anybody from my part of the country who has done more for his people than I have done. Let me cite a few examples. Kano, we are primarily traders. Our business is buying and selling. A Kano man can come and buy this cup from you and tomorrow sell it to you at a profit. That is what we do. There was a time the business community in Kano was having problem with customs. But what they do, goods sometimes get smuggled into Kano.
Yeah, okay.
Custom give them pre-passage. But when people from other states in Nigeria come to Kano and buy this good to take to their state and sell, custom then comes and seizes this good. We felt this is unfair. We felt your job is to
stop the entrance.
The entrance. If you close your eyes and allow them to enter, then it is my considered view that when somebody buys them from Kano too, you should close your eye and allow him to move to another state. And I thank God the House did well, and that was stopped. And as I told you, we are traders. Our airport in Kano was the first in the whole of Nigeria. The whole of Nigeria, including Lagos. Plane landed first in Nigeria in Kano. If you go to WikiLeaks and Google, you will see what I'm saying. So the airport at a time become redundant. But I raised so many motions. First, the airport was rehabilitated, and then planes that stopped going to Kano were given permission to go to Kano, and that has enhanced the business environment in Kano. So if I keep giving you this type of instances of things I have done for the people of my constituency and Kano, and if you go to my constituency, I have done so many constituency projects, including building of roads, provisions of water. I just told you before that when you don't give these motorcycles, I have given so many motorcycles, so many motor cars. I have taken so many people to Hajj that you cannot even count. And I'm telling you, I'm not a member who goes here or there to look for something. It's from the little I have from my allowances and my salary and my businesses that I do that have nothing to do with government, that I try to help my people, empower them to be self-sustaining.
So let me ask you, as we round off to a close, what you would like, to be remembered for when you eventually leave the National Assembly?
Well, I want to be remembered as someone who has always stood by the truth, who has always says the truth. Whatever I say, I'm always mindful that I tell people the truth. I try not to lie. That is why sometimes I don't find it difficult picking any call coming to me, because even my constituents will tell you that Aliyu Madaki will not lie to you. If I tell you this, I try in my little way as a human being with our errors and our deficiencies. I try in my little way to stick to my words.
All right, lastly, let me ask you one thing you know about yourself that a lot of people do not know, but you like to share with them.
I like keeping to myself, but most people don't know. I'm someone who likes keeping to himself, and I don't want to get involved in what does not concern me. Yes.
You're extremely introverted.
Well, most people may not know, but in a way, I'm very shy. Yeah, I'm very shy, and I don't want to. If I don't know you, we can spend 2-3 days. I don't say a word apart from greeting. But when we get to know each other, I'm somebody who talks.
Thank you very much for telling us that. We have been speaking with a reputable accountant, politician, is one of the most vocal voices in the House of Representatives, is the Honorable Member representing Dala Federal Constituency of Kano State, Honorable Aliyu Madaki. Thank you again for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, viewers, for watching the program. Remember, you can keep up with us by sending your mails to the Sunday interview at tvcnews.tv. We'll be waiting to hear from you. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jokeli Jadu. Bye for now.